Welcome to Key Tech. Please describe this channel if you are interested in today's video. The return of Huawei's Kirin chips announces the end of China's chip crisis. The chip rules of the United States have finally been broken. Although there is still a certain gap compared with the top chips, it can be regarded as solving an urgent need. The pressure also went directly back to the Biden team. The Biden team has publicly stated many times that it is unwilling to decouple from China on trade and hopes to handle the relationship at all levels. However, this seems to be limited to words. Behind the scenes, it continues to harm the Chinese market. He said that he would pounce when he got an opportunity. After upgrading the ban on lithography machines to no avail, the Biden team has set its sights on high-end industries such as artificial intelligence and quantum computing. It has recently officially announced that it will use performance density as a new standard to tighten restrictions on Chinese AI chips. The exit is obviously aimed at decoupling. Nvidia, Intel and other US companies complained a lot after learning about it, but they had to officially announce a suspension of sales of high-performance artificial intelligence chips to China. 13 more Chinese companies were added to the restricted list, and the number of countries involved has reached 21. However, it is impossible for the United States to take advantage of all the good things. Within 24 hours after the United States officially announced the new ban, China quickly launched a counterattack. After the ban on gallium and germanium, it once again launched control of a rare technology. Japan and South Korea said, "This will be a critical blow to China. So who will have the last laugh?" China quickly countered the US ban. Seeing the Mate 60 on the market and the return of the Kirin 9000S chip, the Biden team has no solution at all. It is still unclear how Huawei did it. It is obvious that the chip rules have begun to fail. For this reason, U.S. Commerce Secretary Mondo stated, "The United States will continue to sell chips to Huawei, but it will not sell the most cutting-edge AI chips." Soon the Biden team officially announced the investment ban on China, and will subsequently completely stop investment in China's advanced and sensitive fields such as artificial intelligence, semiconductors, and quantum chips. It also specifically mentioned AI chips, which are in huge demand at this stage. However, in order to achieve the purpose of chip dumping, the Biden team also intends to show goodwill to the mainland market, granting permanent exemptions to Korean companies such as Samsung and SK Hynix, allowing advanced equipment to be imported into Chinese branches, and making some investments within a limited range. In terms of layout, the United States naturally does not dare to take China's market value lightly. After all, U.S. companies still need to rely on orders from Chinese companies to survive. Although they rely on orders from China, in order to leave enough room for their own survival, U.S. companies have actively cooperated with the Biden team to implement a series of bans. In order to hinder the rise of China's artificial intelligence industry, companies such as ASML, Applied Materials, and Lam Group have already. The company has joined forces with Nvidia, Qualcomm, Intel and other chip companies to continue to participate in the blockade of the artificial intelligence field. But trade is based on mutual benefit and win-win. The United States wants to decouple and wants China to purchase their products. Of course, nothing is so cheap in the world. It took less than 24 hours for the United States to officially announce the ban. By the time, China is ready for a counterattack. China official announcement: artificial graphite raw materials and products, natural flake graphite, and its products are officially included in the control list. This means that Europe, the United States, Japan and South Korea will be greatly restricted if they want to obtain these high purity, high strength, and high density materials. Without the corresponding authorization, it will be difficult to obtain a share that can meet actual needs. These special graphites are key raw materials for the development of emerging industries. They have high conductivity and high rechargeability, allowing batteries to efficiently store and release energy. They are an indispensable part of manufacturing new energy batteries. They are also used in the aerospace industry and electronics. The manufacturing industry is also indispensable for 3-high artificial graphite. China is a major country in graphite production, accounting for 2/3 of the global share. However, in the past, this technology was in the hands of Europe and the United States. It was their step-by-step pursuit that completely stimulated the potential of Chinese scientific researchers. After completing the domestic substitution, the United States and Western countries will never have a chance to catch up. With the successive launch of control measures on gallium, germanium, and special graphite, China's counterattack has completely begun, and Japan and South Korea, as the US core alliance, have suffered again. South Korea gathered large graphite consumers to take inventory that day, and Japanese companies even more. They simply gave up hope and turned to Australian companies for procurement. Obviously, they are to blame for this. They think that by gathering the power of all allies, they can suppress China's semiconductor industry, but they ignore China's control of raw materials. In the end, both sides will lose. China still has a rare earth. The trump card has not been played yet. China has already had alternatives in the field of technology. Huawei HiSilicon is in the process of localizing its AI chips. In the performance competition, it will soon be able to benchmark against NVIDIA and truly create an infrastructure for China's artificial intelligence. To achieve independent innovation. Today's China is no longer Huawei fighting alone. With the unity of Chinese enterprises, it will soon be able to create a completely independent industrial system. It is not certain who will win in the end. What do you think of this?